Sunday night, I decided to come up here and see Biggs. Just watched the first round of Top Fuel. Got 4 or 5 friends that all have a chance to win the championship, so snuck up here to ask Biggs not to tell me what went on second round. So then I'll run up there and do that. But let's do it this week at MBE. We'll run through everything real quick. Like we've been talking about the billets as we go through. So this is after Op 1. So you can see everything's just roughed in with the exhaust ports, but all of this is finished. All the water's put in it. We have water everywhere in these things. I still don't suggest it for anything endurance, but you can see it's crazy how big that hole is, right? It looks much bigger than it does when it's valve jobbed and stuff, and actually it's still way undersized. And that's our small block Chevy billet head too. So that's what those are. We're doing a bunch of those. We're actually doing and we'll be machining. Hopefully Biggs can get some video this week. We're machining a billet dominator intake for this for a single carburetor or an AccuFab throttle body. So we got that going on here. We have that, and then this is a set. Friend of ours, Jerry Mitrovic, an outstanding racer. Person, everything about it really, but this is a set of 12 degrees that he's doing for somebody. So you can see we've dry decked these, so we welded the deck shut and everything. We've already done Op 1 with the seats and the guides and the spark plug and the spring pockets and the valve train, like all of that has been done. And then so from here it'll get the lightning package, it'll get the finished porting, and then this stuff will be done. So this stuff's actually coming along. It's pretty close. And then over here, there's a set. So don't call yet. We'll do videos on it. But that same head that we're using in the Ford stuff, for the Ford stuff with the CID castings, we're going to move everything in the Ford over to the LS. So basically, we're going to have an LS 8 degree for the NA guys that flows 500 CFM. We're going to have a 10 degree for the super late model guys, smaller drag race engines. That flows like 465, 470. And then we'll have the 12 degree also for the big cubic inch, large ports. That flows about 480, 485. So all of those programs will be going into this, so we'll be offering this. But we have to get the programs in there, finish our CAD work, all of that. And then we got to send it out to get rockers. So we'll be working on all of that. And then, of course, big nines. That deal just, that's just been so successful. I'm glad we spent all the time to do it. It's definitely been worth it. There's another set of big nines over there in line to get valve jobbed. There's another billet head right there in line to get valve jobbed. And then there's another billet head here. So we're finally getting that stuff in some process where we can get it done in a good manner, timely manner. And then here we got a bunch of the big nine stuff that's spoken for. We had a pallet come in. So we'll be machining big nines for a while, which is great. We also have the intakes in stock. We have the Dominator intakes in stock for the 13 and 10 degree stuff. So that's in stock for the wedge head. So just trying to get as organized as possible for the winter rush, so we're not the land of broken promises. So that's the most important thing. And then of course a bunch of 18 degree max stuff. We did one set of 20 degree max pulls. Really, the only reason to use the 20 degree max pull is if you have a rule that you can't run an 18. So we offer both because some people have rules, so no problem. And then we have our Ultra Street, our new Ultra Street trick flow head that we do high port. We have hipped castings in stock for that, so those can get done pretty quick. Put some inventory in on those. Of course, we have the big 9 manifolds up here for anywhere from 9.6 deck height up to 10.7. So pretty much hit everything we need there. And a set of John CID LS7 castings. So we get these raw, no seat boards, guide boards, anything like that. That's a 2250 valve for an LS7. It flows 440 CFM or something. It's killer. That thing is, it's a badass casting. Like, it's rigid. It's not OEM, it'll last forever. That's one thing nice about working with John at CID. Those castings are good, no different than Brodex that we work with. The stuff is very, very nice. And so we got that going. And then we have, so you can see when we get these manifolds in, this is for the 18, I don't know if this is this is a 20 degree max. You can't tell by looking at them because they both have the same valve train and everything as far as, you know, all the fasteners and everything. But now we have the bolt holes we have to put in it. The porting's finished, so now they'll just put the bolt holes in them. And this will be ready to ship. This is a project we're doing for a Mr. Grimm, so all we got to do is port the manifold for this. This is a Brodex cylinder head. It's basically like a 23 degree small block Chevy. Mr. Grimm sent this manifold right here. A company from Australia makes this. This is a really nice intake manifold for a 23 degree head. I would say it's for a Dominator, or, you know, something that's got some plenum volume and everything. It's a really nice design. I think they've done a great job with this. So any of you 23 degree guys that are looking for a drag race intake manifold, this is a good option for you. I would say, I don't know these people at all. I've never met them. I don't know them at all. But I can tell when something's going to work, and that is definitely going to work. So it'd be a nice option for everybody. And then just servicing some of our Pro Extreme, like the Brad Anderson platform stuff. There's Tim's engines right there. We're finishing up that. I think we just got to make spacer plates for the billet manifold for the 13. This valley tray's finished, so that stuff's just about finished. And then we'll come over here. Just repair work, updates, things like that. So this is a Pro Charger here from Hans Fustel. So these are just here to be serviced. Jonathan Payne, he's been a long time customer of ours. This is a very impressive truck puller right there. Jonathan has won a lot of pulls for the last decade. He is certainly a player in the truck pull business, and we're lucky to have him as a customer because he always makes us look good, that's for sure. And then we have a set right here. This is for a Pro Charger right here. Domhoff Engines builds the engine for that. The gentleman that owns all of that works at Domhoff's. And I believe Brad Personette tunes that thing, and that thing hauls the mail. That thing runs really good. Just in here to be serviced. And we got another set of our 12 degree heads right here. So they're just in here to be serviced. Mr. Hill stuff's in here to be serviced. We'll be starting on that pretty soon. Another set of big 9s to be serviced right here for Mr. Neal. They've been a customer for ours for a long, long time. So just lots of stuff coming in, lots of stuff. And then this is Alan O'Brien. I forget what his driver's name is, but they run the Pro 632 class. Those guys are great racers. They win a bunch. I think they had 2 or 3 wins and a runner-up or something like that. Could have been either way. But so this head's here to be serviced, and then we're doing a new set for them also for next year. So we're finishing up on all of that. So we have that stuff, and then we'll come over here. So we have some of our 13 degree stuff right here. So this is ready, just about ready to be shipped. So the customer's going to come in and pick this stuff up. But so this is our 13 degree wedge stuff. So this has a, well, let's look at the build sheet. So one thing nice about this is we do everybody who gets a set of heads from us, we try to do a complete build sheet for them to try to help the engine builder out. So even the seat heights, we try to do, you know, it takes a little bit of time to fill all this out. But just a lot of notes in here to try and help the engine builder or the end user. So this has a 1256 RML spring on it. We know it has 950 net lift, so that's at the retainer, that's minus lash. It has our Tie 17 retainers on it, PSI 1256s, RMLs. We mainly use PSI springs on everything. Yeah, these are always nice to look at. And like we always talk about, a set like this is certainly a big upgrade to a Chevrolet splayed valve head. It's much better. That's much better, actually. Much better than our own splayed valve head, GM-wise, which we don't sell anymore. But yeah, so that's the 13 degree stuff. And then we have build sheet, rockers, billet intake. So things got all that ready to go. So just you know, we're doing a good job at tidying up everything in our packages and everything. You look at the machine work, the design work, of course. You know, I think we've always been pretty good at making power, and now just to be able to make components like this and have people to, you know, to do all of this is pretty amazing. We're very fortunate. We have an exceptional group of people here, and let's This is another set of, this is a set of NA. This is our 8-degree cylinder head. You can see, so brand new stuff always gets the serial number up here, so it always looks nice. We know what it is, and we can keep track of it. This is our 8-degree head, 5-degree soft chamber, so this is a NA deal. So a lot of times in the NA stuff, we've been putting a little bit of a soft chamber in it. This thing will run 10,000 RPM. So we've been putting soft chambers in them really since about probably 2005. It's been a long time. Yeah, kind of aging myself there. But you can see very small chamber with the 8-degree. But this can be anywhere from probably 50 cc's down to 30 if you wanted to. I don't think you'd ever want it to be 30. But this is 400 cubic inch. This is similar to stuff, actually this is the exact port we would do for the Australian Pro Stock guys, where they don't have to spend an arm and a leg on a billet cylinder head. We can use this casting, and it's got all the updated stuff in it. It actually has more water in it, so it'll be better than the billet head, truthfully. I don't mind, we'll sell the billets, they're just more money. I think this will accomplish everything that the billet head will, though. So, these are pretty nice, and I think that's about it, Mr. Biggs. Well, everybody, thanks for joining us. Everybody have an excellent week, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.